Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is January the 28th. Rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. I'm meteorologist Eric Burris. We get together 7 days, some of the coldest air we have seen in Central Florida in 16 years or so. So, yeah, this morning it may not have been that cold, but it was cold enough that Jasmine sent us this picture of some ice in her bird bath up in Sanford. Yep, that's a chilly one. So, frost, yes, got plenty of that as well out the door this morning. Here's a look at temperatures around Central Florida. 28 degrees still in Ocala. It's 35 in Leesburg, 39 in Orlando. Temperatures are going to continue to slowly climb in Orlando. We already got to about 40 degrees. We're kind of hovering in that register now, and that's just going to continue for us these next few minutes, all the way up to about 61 or so this afternoon. So it's going to be a wonderful forecast today. Just kind of have to wait for those temperatures to climb. Here's a look at the day planner forecast for us. And there you go, right? 54 degrees, our lunchtime temperature. It's 61 degrees this afternoon. So we're looking good. We're feeling good. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Not much more we can say other than let's make sure to try and enjoy this just the best that we can. DC Dan, good morning on YouTube. He says, "Good morning, Coffee Talk friends. Hopefully, Jack Frost gets his act together and heads back north." I can agree with that. 28, Annette says on my odometer, and my fish pond is frozen in Webster. Are the fish okay, or are they just stuck underneath it? um, let's look now at the 7 day forecast, and then we can dissect this, right? Oh, I need to change it. Hold on, I got to make it the day background. Stand by one, Houston. It's thinking. All right, we need to hit that button, hit that button. I forgot to change it. And boom. Okay, perfect. Now everything is good in the world. All right, so today it's a cold start. Tomorrow, a cold start. Both days, the temperatures are going to at least respond to the sunshine and we'll get a little warmer. By Friday, we'll hit 70 degrees. Saturday, there's going to be some showers. And then Sunday, to say bitter cold on Sunday, I actually don't even think that that does it justice. Sunday's morning lows are going to be so significantly cold. So let me do this. What I want to do is I want to put up the raw and that button. Okay. All right. Perfect. So let's pop this up. This is going to be the raw GFS. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on its precip type. So we're going to look at the potential here for snow in Central Florida. Okay. Because the models had hinted at it a couple of days ago, and some of the social media hypers had done their thing. So this is going to be Saturday morning. Top right corner, valid 12Z. So 12Z is Saturday morning, January 31st, 7 a.m. No snow, no, just some showers. But right there, I want you to notice it's going to be 4 p.m. The showers are starting to clear. Do you see that blue line across Marion and Flagler? That's the famous 540 thickness line. When you get your thicknesses running 540 or below, that's kind of the stereotypical it could snow thickness. So that's what you look for, okay? Notice though the timeline for it. The timeline is rains are clearing as the thickness is dropping. Is it possible that we could see some wet snowflakes? Honestly, yes. Now, if you've watched, let's talk about this for a minute. If you've watched Coffee Talk for a while, you know my biggest thing is fighting hype. I can remember a few years ago, the temperature was like 50 and it was breezy, misty rain, and people are like, it's snowing. And I had to go on this tirade of like, no, it's not snowing. You're looking at breezy, misty showers. This is not that. This is absolutely a very different scenario where, yeah, there will be some showers around, the thicknesses will be dropping, the temperatures will be dropping. I'm not saying it's going to snow. The potential is there. I would suspect that we could see a wet snowflake or two. You know that this is not hype. It just is what it is. The model's not showing it, but we could see a flake or two. So anyway, we'll continue through. And while this is doing this, let me just come up here to Jacksonville. Because while this is happening, there's a ribbon of moisture as an offshore storm system starts developing. That's 7 a.m. Notice around Jacksonville there, around Jacksonville, you've got some snow off the shoreline. For us, snow off the shoreline. but it never gets to where it's snowing in Central Florida, at least according to the GFS. Let's go back a run. Here's the 0Z. Again, no snow, snow off the shoreline. Okay. Let's look at the European model. And I was showing the European on Wesh 2 News this morning just to discuss it and discuss the potentials here. Definitely something to watch. There's your showers through Saturday morning. There's the thickness drop. Okay, so here's where it gets super interesting. Let's go back up to Jacksonville. It's developing that rain into snow, and it's going to be awful close to the first coast, which does also mean it's going to be awful close to us. It's all going to depend on a storm system that's developing and exactly where that storm system develops. That's awful close. Let's look at the Canadian. The Canadian always likes to throw snow out. If I hit the right button here. Again, though, even the Canadian, it's got the rain lingering, but it's not really transitioning much. You can see there's some little ribbons here of snow, right? Like some Gulf effect, some little tiny opportunities, but not much. So I don't want to I don't want to make you feel hopeless like you could see snow, but I don't want you to think that it's going to happen because we're probably not going to be looking at a pretty significant snow opportunity. So a few showers definitely with us here. A few showers definitely with us here. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to be bitter, bitter, bitter cold. Yeah. Tiffany says now people will take that and say he said snow. Well, he was trying to be truthful in the opportunities for snow. Yeah. So there you go. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Let's see here. Kira's asking, do you think the expected nor'easter this weekend is likely to cause air travel impacts for the US? Oh, absolutely. These big storm systems? Yes, indeed. Indeed. Either way, though, Christmas Pierce on YouTube says, so you're saying there's a chance. It's true. It's true. It's true. I'm saying that there is a chance. It's not going to be significant, but I'm saying that there is a chance. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening into Sunday morning. I'm saying that there's a chance. Tammy, Tammy on YouTube says the snow chance is not zero. Correct. It's not big, but it's not zero. So yeah. Yep. All right. So that's that. Let's though focus in on these temperatures here because it is going to be absolutely bitter cold. Look at these temperatures come Sunday morning. 26, the actual low temperature in Orlando, 21 in the Villages, 20 degrees in Palm Coast, 27 in Titusville. I mean, those are not to joke about. That's actual dangerous cold. People can make fun of Floridians all that they want about chilly temperatures and how we're not ready for it. This is the real deal here. Then take that and add in gusty winds and it will feel like this. These are going to be our feels like temperatures come Sunday morning. Single digits in Ocala and Palm Coast. 10 degrees is how it will feel in Wildwood. Okay? I mean, right? Like, that's cold. 14 is the feels like temperature in Orlando, but you don't even need to genuinely count the feels like. You know, all you need to do is understand that the actual temperatures will be in the 20s. That's going to be cold enough. Jay says, not much de-icing capability at MCO. Natural de-icing takes place with the sun. Expect morning delays, Jay says. Yeah, yeah. Well, particularly on Monday morning as the wind calms. With gusty winds like this, it's going to be harder to get frost. It's not going to be impossible, but it's going to be harder. So, yeah, you guys. Also, Jay, just saying, Whiskey North picked up a de-icing truck. Just saying. Uh, did I say Whiskey North? Whiskey November? What an idiot. Anyway, Terry, always a chance for strange weather here in Florida, it seems. It's true. It's absolutely true. All right, so Sharon is asking on YouTube, when does it warm to 70? So, ironically, you don't have to wait all that long. 7-day forecast shows Friday hits 70, but then we've got this bitter cold episode Sunday and Monday. Watch what happens after said bitter cold episode. The American GFS raw numbers actually showing a temperature climb. And once we get through Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday will be cold. These are Orlando model numbers. Look at Wednesday the 4th, Thursday the 5th, Friday the 6th. Look at how we are in the 70s. We're actually doing the things. We're actually warming up. How do you like that? The ghost woman says, yeah, our camp out was canceled. Told them I didn't think it was safe for the kids. I wouldn't think that this is going to be safe for the kids. No. Jurassic Crystal on YouTube is asking, when was the last time it was this cold? So I did some digging, and we're looking at nearly 16 years. It was December of 2010. That's the last time we were this cold. Yeah. Joe says, wow, what a bunch of wimps. Do you just troll people, Joe? You make yourself feel happier doing that? I have to talk to you like I talk to my 7-year-old? I digress. Seeing a lot of chatter about the coldest there since 2010. I don't remember 2010 all that well. What was that event? It was in December. It was at the end of December. Yeah. So it was 2010 indeed. So you're saying go to the Bahamas for a 4-day mini vacation, Tammy says. Hey, I'm never going to say no to that. What was the system going around the first? Wasn't there a system coming around the first weekend in February? Tiffany's asking. You're gonna have to ask Chris for that. He's gonna be the man with the logs of our. Give me a second. I have to look north. I do remember that, but that's not these temperatures. Should I still let my faucets drip on Sunday? I would say Saturday night, probably not a bad idea to set the drip. It's Ari. Used to work with this guy, with this reporter. It's my buddy Ari Height.
The other two big brothers went to go save him. Yeah, he lost all three sons. All three sons.
Texas. That's
What?
You can imagine.
What?
in
The
Texas.
6-year-old.
A little boy went in the dumped the ice in the Texas lake.
The two bigger brothers went to get him.
Shut up.
They were like 6, 8, and
Oh
9.
my God. Oh my God.
Lost all three sons.
I can't. I can't.
Tag on 2. Okay.
Let's see here. In 2010, South Carolina got a doozy of a snowstorm. Yeah, yeah. What's the long range for the Daytona 500?
Oh man, people want the Daytona.
I can look. I just, right now I'm just trying to figure out if we're going to see a flurry or not Saturday.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That overnight, right?
It would be late.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun, man.
Be so
Like, wouldn't that be fun?
like what area? Like
I
don't know yet.
and for now, it's not looking likely, but like it's possible, especially like if this storm system develops a little lower, like a little further south. I wouldn't mind it, just a little, a couple fun wet flakes, you know,
Yeah.
not just misty rain. No, nothing to stick. I don't want that.
And our sister station there in Palm Beach County did send multiple requests to American Airlines for comment. So far, though, no response.
All right. We're bringing in first warning meteorologist Eric Burris as we track impact weather today and the next day
Yeah.
and the next. It's continuing many days until
I know.
and into next week.
Right.
I feel like all the kids are asking, "Are we going to see snow?"
I know. Yeah.
Snow day, Eric.
Yeah.
Snow day?
I feel. Look.
I know.
These Florida kids would love it.
The heat
Can
is
you,
on.
can you imagine?
on.
Well, we didn't take a hurricane day this year, knock on wood,
Okay.
you know? We were just talking about that on Coffee Talk on the potential for snow. I'm not saying that it's going to snow.
Yeah.
But there's not a 0% chance of a wet flake. You know, like
Okay.
there's
So you're saying there's a chance.
like a 1% chance for now. But that's more than we typically have. So anyway, something fun to watch. But for now, there's another fun thing to watch. That is Artemis 2, the SLS rocket and the Orion space capsule. Oh man, It's a beautiful morning. Cannot wait to watch that puppy fly. 28 degrees currently, our cold temperature in Ocala. It's 40 in Orlando, 38 degrees in Melbourne, 35 in Daytona Beach. Afternoon highs today, not going to warm a ton. I mean, it's going to be a cool day. 61 in the city, 60 degrees in DeLand, 60 degrees in Titusville, 55 here in Palm Coast, 59 in Ocala. Then for tonight, we'll drop back off. It's not going to be as cold, but it will be cool enough. Temperatures dropping off to about 37 in Orlando, 29 here in the Villages, 29 in Ocala, 36 Daytona Beach, and 41 in Titusville. But to answer the question about the snow, let's look at the European model, which is the more bullish of the global models for the potential here. This is Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Meteorologist Cam Tran will be tracking the showers moving through. As those showers exit, storm system starts bombing up off of the coastline of the Carolinas. And as it does so, there is some winter weather working close. GFS is not as excited about it, but I wanted to just show you this to kind of give you an idea. The Euro also shows some Gulf effect snow potentially along the Nature Coast. So there's a couple of little areas that we could watch. Again, it's not a big chance at all, but it's not a 0% chance. Either way, it's going to be bitter cold this weekend. Sunday morning, 26 in Orlando, 28 Monday morning. Look at Ocala, 21 to wake up Sunday morning, 22 on Monday morning. So this is a big chill. Sunday morning, look at the temperatures. Even Brevard County, 28 in Titusville, 28 degrees in Melbourne, and 24 in Daytona Beach. But you factor in the wind chill, and it feels like the single digits to the north, teens for the rest of town. So every single one of our record keeping stations should not only set a morning low record, but a record cold high temperature record. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's going to all hinge on this area of low pressure and not only where it moves, but where it really bombs out as to if we could get a little bit of winter weather in our area. Something to watch. Either way, back here at home, it's going to be impact weather for today and tomorrow, basically the mornings. 70 tomorrow, a couple of showers on Saturday, watching Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, that's when that bitter cold moves into the area, Megan. Okay. What are we chatting about here? Just a little so we took pictures. It snowed today. I know. Shout out to us. Let's see here. Stop saying how fun snow in Central Florida would be. Some of us have no heat insulation in our homes. Sarah, I understand that there's a very big component to that, but at the same point in time, snow is not going to change the temperatures. Okay? It's going to be bitter cold. That's already the issue. The fun would be if there's a little flake or so coming on down. All right, let's see here. He hasn't mentioned soup yet because it ain't soup weather. I don't know what is. Oh, I know. I probably should work on a soup at some point. Victoria says, thank you for all you do. You keep me calm while all the weather comes through Central Florida. Listen, we're going to just get through the day. We might as well just roll through it and not worry. Chris says, record low, high temperature. Pause to take that in. I know. I actually changed the graphic. I think I changed it to record cold, high temperature or record low, warm temperature, something like that. I remember Tony and I having the discussion of like, we need to make this easier to digest because, yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. Did you see the blended model showing the Gulf effect snow? Very intriguing. We can pull up the national blended models. Hold on. National blended models. Radar, surface, winter, snowfall 24 hour. Okay, so yeah, so there's the national blend of models. Hold on, I got to change sources here. Give me a second. There's the national blend of models showing the potential of, of some actual snow. How about that, huh? Yeah. So the national blend of models, this is accumulation, but you get the idea. And that's what, if you look in the top left corner there, NBM stands for National Blend of Models. So, hey, we'll see how it plays out, right? All right. Any other questions? We know we've got a big chill. We know that there's a very low chance of snow, but wouldn't it be fun to get some? I know some people don't have insulation, but the temperatures are already going to be cold. We need to handle that. The snow is going to be what would be fun. A flurry or two, nothing significant, people. Wife and I are going to Universal Studios this weekend. Beside cold, what is it going to be like? Watching from Tallahassee and we are cold. It's going to be cold. Yes, it's going to be cold. Just stay warm and you're going to be just fine. All right. All right. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk, my friends. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Shoo, go